My name is Riley Atchison. I'm with PSI Urethanes. I'm the marketing director here. There are two main levels of abrasion in urethane materials that you're going to see. One is sliding abrasion. You'll see this in aggregate or food processing. That's the type of abrasion where the material is going on a conveyor belt and it's getting abraded all day long. It's just taking hit after hit. It's a long-term abrasion. And the second form of abrasion that you're going to see common is going to be impingement abrasion. That's something where it's going to be a very drastic hit. It's going to be high impact. Think of die cutters or metal forming, where the material is taking a cut or some sort of damage straight down drastically.
Let's say you have a project where you need an elastomer that's going to act as a bumper of sorts. Your product hits this bumper. You don't want it to mar. You don't want it to leave streaks on your product. The polyurethane that we produce at PSI Urethanes is a non-marring product. So let's say you have an application where your product is going to hit a urethane bumper versus hitting a rubber bumper. The rubber will leave streaks on an item. For example, watch when I take this rubber part here and rub it across this paper. As you can tell, it leaves streaks. However, if you're using a polyurethane bumper, it doesn't leave the black streaks. It doesn't leave anything. It's a non-marring product, so it's not going to do any damage to your parts.
What you see here is that we have two rods, same size, same diameter. What you got is two different effects. You got one with high rebound and one with slow rebound. One gives back energy, one stores energy. PSI is able to formulate on almost any diameter.
You would want urethane in sandblasting applications because the urethane is going to last much longer than other plastics and metals that are seen typically in those applications. An ester-based urethane is going to last you years. It's actually what we use here to sandblast with, versus metal, which is going to get abraded immediately. If not within a year, you're going to have to change that. It's going to save you the downtime of not having that machine by changing out the curtain or the dollar amount from having to buy that material over and over. Urethane does self-heal, and that is important in certain processes because let's say you have a die cutting application or maybe a tabletop that sees a lot of sharp utensils going across it from day to day. Urethane is going to come back together in those instances as opposed to other materials where over time the cuts are going to take their toll. It's going to contaminate your operation, and on top of that it's going to dull your cutting equipment. Urethane is important in industrial applications because of its longevity, because of the many ways that you can formulate for different properties and the amount of applications that you can source from one sheet of material.